Hello, everyone. This is about my recent report record. The more you show them you are weak, the more they find out, the more they crush. I haven't even done anything, okay? I don't pray namaz, but I haven't done incest or slept with my grandchild or made him sleep in bed and tantalize another person while praying namaz 5 times a day. And the more I do this, the more the more they know I'm weak, the more they get to me, and they know my condition. They're reading my mind. This is not insanity, natural insanity. Uh, then they say religion and Islam and Shia Muslim. I was a prayer of Allama Rashid Turabi. I could not have gone insane. Whoever that doctor was in the hospital who thinks that I'm insane because I'm a Shia Muslim, what does he think? How does he think? He doesn't know they wouldn't even hear my history. Killing so many people of mine and what the whole history is of mine. Should have a case history about the patient. On the surface they were looking at it, they don't even know my entire history. They can't even believe what my grandmother did, and they don't know they were not there. How can they decide on how can they reach a conclusion? And then the Shia Muslims, Hadith-e-Kisa, my youngest aunt's wedding, her father-in-law has recited the whole Hadith-e-Kisa on stage. It took so long. Miss Tisa was with me, and then we are told in Islam that upon getting married there are so many blessings, but she got divorced, and she had gone mad for some time. She felt that she didn't have her clothes on when she used to get out of the bathroom. This is how much she loved her first husband, and she couldn't accept that her first husband had left her. She had to then go to all these other babas and all to find out about why her husband, when her husband will first. They left her there. When the divorce came, she was she was very, very restless, psychologically very disturbed. And what they do to the women in Islam, then they kind of look, they misuse Islam. Some of them are religious, not mullahs, but not religious scholars, but just religious people claim to be religious, and they are wackos, male chauvinists, use Islam to dominate their wives and the weaker women, and to control them. And they've put me here near a mosque to punish me. I haven't even done anything to them. They don't even know. I didn't run away with the Hindu. He would have never run away with me. So just because, and even the principal couldn't see me. Look, Muslims couldn't come for Eid. They didn't have, first they said we are family friends. It was Then she said, there's no relationship. What relationship? These are the behavior of Muslims with each other, with loving beings. And then what family friends? I was the only one thinking I'm imposing myself. I would go there reluctantly at times and like a mad person go to the principal's house. When she had told me that you are a student, we don't go to students' houses. Only a poor Christian family used to come for Eid, and I couldn't even see them at times due to my mental condition in Karachi. I would be sending the family back. And Hadith-e-Kissa, in Hadith-e-Kissa it says, even though we are sinners, right? So it says that all our troubles, if wherever this, it's like a prayer, wherever this holy tradition is recited, all the troubles of the believers, all those who recite this would go away. So it's implied that we are believers and our troubles will go away. But I got separated from Miss Tissa, and my aunt had a divorce from the husband whose father was reciting Hadith-e-Kissa, this holy narrations like a prayer. On stage at the reception, wedding reception. And this the Quran, Surah Abasa, my goodness, the Prophet frowned. Majority of Muslims believe the Prophet frowned. How could he frown at a blind man? If you give this verse to any non-Muslim, they would think that we are really crazy people. Just think, if our Prophet was merciful, most intelligent in bringing out La ilaha illallah, that there's only one God and no God. And so this is like God doesn't have partners. There's no polytheism in this. So what is this? Can you believe this? That such a just, such a true prophet would frown at a blind man, or even frown when the blind man comes towards him. So we Shias don't believe that it was the Prophet who frowned. And so just think, even if the companion frowned at a blind man, was that companion out of his mind or something? Because the blind man can't see. He could have rebuked him or, shouted at him or said, "What are you doing? Don't you see I'm speaking to someone?" So he frowned because the poor blind man can't see. And so he didn't want to. He was talking to our Prophet Muhammad, was talking to them, the people, his Sahabas, his companions, and so they couldn't say anything. So he frowned. The companion frowned, and I don't know how to say this, but the blind man can't see, right? So what's the use of frowning if the blind man can't see you? Is this fair to the blind man? We're told we're not supposed to think bad about people. We're not supposed to even gossip or even think bad, right, about people. So to frown at what the blind man did, and the blind man can't see, how fair is that? And do you see how blind, how dumb, how dull our minds have become? We can't see our own faults, our mistakes when we blindly believe in something It's a prejudice. It's a form of prejudice, bigotry and dogma to believe in such ridiculous things, and then when someone is correcting you, tell them that probably behead them or execute them. There's so much terrorism, injustice in the Muslims, what they are doing in Pakistan. Have you seen the plight of Pakistan? Have you ever lived in that jungle? Even a normal person, a normal man who's lived in Europe or some other Western state, even Arabia, rich Arabian country, would go insane, would not be able to take it in Karachi. And then if anyone says against our Prophet Muhammad, they give these fatwas and we will behead them, and killing Christians, and that poor Christian, my goodness. Look at me now, what I am doing. There's nothing like the law of provocation for them. It's just blasphemy, blasphemy. Nowadays, so much rampant in Pakistan, and beheading. If you don't like something against your religion, you have no idea about the person's history. You don't know. I'm not going to believe anymore in this contemplating whether I should leave this religion or not. And there are people coming me and harassing me. And now since I've been following the Hindu gurus, I felt scared for the Hindus in India because of a certain incident and many things. I cannot trust anyone, and so they've been harming us like anything. Me, giving me bodily harm, sending energy, molesting me, and no one seems to care here. The way they talk to me, it's like I'm the one who did some crime or something. They can harass me and do this thing on social media, send their spies in Karachi American School, Uzma Hamid from Sharjah, and Saima Peer from Canada. I don't know how they found Saima Peer out to spy for them, and someone else in London. But I'm not supposed to even say anything, complain in any manner, even after going through so much traumatizing pain and all, mental and physical. Please, anyone in their sound, normal mind, who don't gaslight people and who are not overt, covert narcissists, who understand, if they are out there, then thank you, God bless, and thank you, God, for blessing us, for such people being out there. At least I know you are out there, you care, you have compassion, kindness, and empathy for us.